I've heard tales of your kind, Witcher. You're a mutant, created by magic, roaming the continent,
We don't want your kind here.
hunting monsters for a price. I thought you'd have fangs or horns or something.
I had them filed down.
People call you a monster too. Why not kill them?
Because then I am what they say I am.
All of our choices draw our destinies closer.
If he is out there, there is still hope.
I have to find Geralt of Rivia.
Don't judge me.
They say witches can't feel human emotion. What do you believe in?
Evil is evil. Lesser. Greater. Middling. It's all the same.
Princess Cirilla
Is your destiny. I can't protect her. If you dismiss it,
Geralt!
you will unleash true calamity upon us all. I'll take that chance.
In this video, I'll discuss what this series is all about, who are the Witchers, how they are created, etc. without giving away any spoilers. So stay tuned for that. Hello everyone! Welcome to Ultimate Book Maniacs, your one-stop for book and TV series reviews. I post episode reviews, top 10 and theory videos. So make sure to subscribe this channel, and if you wanna make sure you never miss a video, click the bell icon to turn on notifications. Apart from being a successful game, The Witcher has been one of the most popular fantasy series, right along with other books like A Song of Ice and Fire, The Lord of the Rings, The Wheel of Time, The Kingkiller Chronicles, etc. The first one has already become a popular series. The last three have also been picked up to be a TV series. Now that Game of Thrones has ended, every fantasy fan is looking forward to these series, and The Witcher is coming out this month on 20th of December. Just like Game of Thrones, this world is also complicated and has its own sets of rules. This video is mostly based on the books, and if you haven't read the books or have any idea what The Witcher is all about, don't worry. After watching this video, you would have a rough understanding of how this world works and of some of the rules of this world. So without waiting any longer, let's begin with the first part of this video. The setting of this world and races. A long time ago, gnomes and dwarfs used to live on this continent. According to a dwarf named Yarpen Zigrin, gnomes were first on Earth, at least in their part of the world. Humans arrived only 500 years ago, and elves arrived on their white ships almost 1,000 years before humans' arrival. Gnomes, dwarves, dryads, elves, etc. are called the elder races.
Elves are the original sorcerers of the continent. When humans and monsters arrived, elves taught the humans how to turn chaos into magic. And then the humans slaughtered them.
In this world, there is a lot of hatred between humans and the other races. These include elves, who are also known as Yanshi, who have fled to the mountains, dryads, who are also confined to their limited area, the forest of Brokilon now, and dwarves, etc. Although, the humans fear and despise the Witchers too.
People call you a monster too.
We don't want your kind here.
Why not kill them?
Because then I am what they say I am.
Some of the other races are dragons, nymphs, half-elves, merpeople, sylvan, etc. Second, monsters. This world is full of magic and magical creatures. There are all sorts of monsters living in this world, like a striga, a bruxa, a kikimora, etc. Most creatures are bad and kill humans, but not all of them. The theme of this series is that sometimes the humans can turn out to be the worst monsters.
People that seem bad that are actually good, and people who seem good who actually have much more complicated motivations, and it's morally and ethically gray from the get-go.
Just because someone looks good on the outside or may have good intentions doesn't mean that they don't have a darker side.
I'll read a few lines from The Last Wish. People, Geralt turned his head, like to invent monsters and monstrosities. Then they seem less monstrous themselves. When they get blind drunk, cheat, steal, beat their wives, starve an old woman, when they kill a trapped fox with an axe, or riddle the last existing unicorn with arrows, they like to think that the bane entering cottages at daybreak is more monstrous than they are. They feel better then. They find it easier to live. Third, the Witchers. By now, you know the Witchers are monster hunters. They have lightning fast reflexes,
Potions enhance them in various and different ways.
are very strong. They have cat-like eyes, which allows them to see in the dark, can heal faster, and they live longer than humans.
You know, basically, when we meet Geralt, he's almost 100 years old already, and he's lived a lot of life.
But what are they?
A Witcher is a mutant, and their trade in particular is monster hunting. What is a Witcher?
White hair, big ol' loner, two very, very scary looking swords. I know who you are.
The Witchers are just humans, or rather, mutated and enhanced versions of humans. At a very young age, children are taken in and are put through relentless physical and magical training, like dodging windmill blades, practicing balance on the pendulum, etc. They are subjected to intense alchemical processes, which helps them develop tolerance to their inherent toxicity.
When they're created, they undergo alchemical trials, which is a combination of elixirs and magic, which have very aggressive effects on their bodies. This allows them to take various potions. These potions enhance them in various and different ways.
One of these tests include the trial of grasses. Only 3 interns survived this trial. After clearing this test, their hair turned white, their eyes turned cat-like, and they gain fast reflexes and strength. The Witchers also take elixirs to fight monsters, where their eyes go completely black and their face becomes deathly pale to match the speed of the monster.
Elixirs are quite important part of being a Witcher. Elixirs make him faster, stronger, help him see in the dark.
And actually undergoes a physical transformation as well.
I'll read a few lines from the books about the trial of grasses. On the 3rd day, all the children died save one, a male barely 10. Hitherto, agitated by a sudden madness, he fell at once into deep stupor. His eyes took on a glassy gaze. Incessantly with his hands did he clutch at clothing or brandish them in the air as if desirous of catching a quill. His breathing grew loud and hoarse. Sweat, cold, clammy and malodorous, appeared on his skin. Then he was once more given elixir through the vein, and the seizure it did return. This time a nosebleed did ensue, coughing turned to vomiting, after which the male weakened entirely and became inert. For 2 days more did symptoms not subside. The child's skin, hitherto drenched in sweat, grew dry and hot. The pulse ceased to be full and firm, albeit remaining of average strength, slow rather than fast. No more did he wake, nor did he scream. Finally came the 7th day. The male awoke and opened his eyes, and his eyes were those of a viper. The Witchers are despised by most humans. It is said they are inhuman and have no feelings. But Geralt and a couple of other Witchers still show emotions in this series.
Rumors about witches are that they don't have emotions.
You take no prisoners, so I hear.
The Witchers did such a good job at eliminating monsters that there are very few monsters left in the world now, which means less jobs and therefore less money for the Witchers.
All life is to you. Monsters and money.
It's all it needs to be. Sometimes there's monsters, sometimes there's money. Rarely both.
Fourth, the Witcher's weapons. A Witcher always carries two swords. One is a steel sword to fight the humans, the other is a silver to fight the supernatural creatures. And on the show, even though we see Geralt carrying only one sword on his back, which is the steel sword, the showrunners have assured the fans that Geralt also has the other sword with him. He just carries this one on his back.
Two very, very scary looking swords.
He never forgot about the second sword. Second sword is there, with the horse.
We see him mostly with his steel sword on his back.
Fifth, the Witcher's medallion. Along with the swords, every Witcher also wears a silver medallion, which is shaped to represent the school he has come from. These medallions are sensitive to magic. They vibrate and tug on their chains whenever spells are being cast or a magical creature like a genie is present. Sixth, magic. The Witchers can also use a limited amount of magic, basically combat magic, like the Sign of Ard.
It's a big part of the world of Witcher.
Geralt using Ard, which is a different type of magic.
Very basic battle magic.
They aren't like the wizards or sorceresses who can do complex and powerful magic like a fireball or portals, etc., but they know enough to help them in a fight. So this was the first part of this video. If I missed anything or got anything wrong, let me know in the comments. I'll explain Destiny, the Law of Surprise, Yennefer and Ciri's relationship with Geralt and how it came to be in the second part of this video. I'll post the second part of this video soon, so stay tuned for that. So, what do you think of this video? Don't forget to tell us in the comments. If you like this video, please click on the like button below, share the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Bye bye. See you in my next video.